abrupt end to the introductory music there. User error as usual. And it is Wednesday, February 16th, 2022. And from the home studio in Middletown, Delaware, I am Marshal Manlove from My Sports Reports. And this is an interview edition. And I am actually kind of excited because user error again. That's 2 user errors in 1 minute. That's not even close to a record for me. It's my adopted home state of Utah. I'm very excited about this because, you know, anybody who does know me knows I got engaged out there and had my honeymoon out there in Utah. So I'm happy to finally meet some athletes, or an athlete and a coach. We're going to meet them from Judge Memorial High School in Salt Lake City. And hopefully when I press this button, my guests will appear. Yes, it works. There we go. And they can't see me. They're waving to our number 1 fan, Joey V, and my number 2 fan, my wife, Dawn M. And that's an inside joke that she's my number 2 fan. Welcome to my show, folks. I'm going to pop up your name, and look at that. I got your logo up there. There we go. To the left of the screen is head coach Josh Pike of the girls basketball team at Judge Memorial. 22-0 so far, and one of his star players, Teya Sidberry. Welcome, my new friends.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So the thing that stuck out to me, because I'm always looking for stories, people to talk to, people to meet around the country, and I came across an article that said Teya has just recently broken Utah's all-time scoring record, not only for girls, but for boys too. Is that correct there, Coach?
Yes, it is.
And how many points are you up to now, Teya? Do you know, or Coach, do you know?
She's just barely under 2,500.
Just barely under 2,500. With about how many games to go? Will she break that mark, do you believe?
Yeah, she's already broken it. Like here in Utah, the men's record was 2,283. So she broke that close to 2 weeks ago. And then on our senior night, I think it was February 10th, she surpassed the all-time female record, which was 2,384. And now she's like, I believe she's like 2,460 roughly.
So and pretty likely that she'll reach the 2,500 mark, provided that she stays healthy and all, right? Of course.
Absolutely. You know, we have 4 games. If we win, we go all the way to state. We'll have 4 games. So, you know, she's averaging 35 points a game right now. You know, so she's roughly, you know, another 100, 130 points away if she continues on the path that she's created for herself.
So to the best of our knowledge, Teya is roughly 5th in the nation in average points per game. And I know that can be a little subjective depending on where you get the information, but it's a lot. You're definitely leading all of Utah by a lot. Teya, tell us a little bit about yourself. How old are you? What grade are you in?
18. I'm a senior at Judge. I'm on student council and on the basketball team. Yeah.
And what position do you hold on the student council?
Activities chair.
Okay. Did you have to campaign for that? Did you put up posters around the school and all?
Yes.
Oh, cool. And how many people did you beat out for the position?
How did that work? I don't even.
It's kind of weird. She was in the position last year too. I mean, there's probably roughly maybe 10 that, you know, because there's like 8 positions total with the president, vice president, secretary, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, you know, with just that position alone that she ran for, she probably beat out maybe 10.
Wow. That's fantastic. So you're beating out everybody in the school and politics and beating everybody on the court in basketball. You have a bright future ahead of you. So let's talk about your future, since I just mentioned that word. Are you going to play basketball in college by any chance?
Yes, I committed to the University of Utah, and I'm so excited. Yes. Amazing coaching staff and the team, and just such a strong program. I can't wait.
Awesome. I've been there. I've done my show there, and what you might not know is that I'm a hypnotist by trade, and I've done my show there. So that's why I was all excited to hear that you're going there. So I will follow your career for sure. And were there other options for you?
Yes. So my top three were Marquette, the University of Utah, and Princeton.
Oh wow.
But I definitely feel like I made the right choice, and it's the perfect fit for me. So.
Oh, good. Good. So what do you remember about the record-setting game, if you were aware of it anyway?
I remember I didn't really know how close I was. I didn't think I had how many did I need? 41. I didn't know I had 39 or 40. I didn't know I had 40 points until I missed a free throw, and the whole crowd was like, ah. And then I was like, okay, I definitely need to work on my free throw game. But and then I came down and I hit that layup, and the whole crowd, like, such a surreal experience. It was just like Judge is a very loving community, and my team is full of love and support, and so is the crowd. So it was just an amazing experience.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So you've had other milestones that you reached throughout your career. For example, the 2,000 point milestone. Not too many high school players reach that mark. What was that day or celebration like for you?
That was fun.
She, I'm gonna sorry to interrupt a little bit too, sure. But you'll probably learn very quickly speaking with Teya. She's so humble, and she actually probably really didn't. Actually, I know we didn't really celebrate the 2,000 mark because her goals are so much farther beyond that it didn't really mean. I mean, it means a lot. So don't get me wrong when I say this. It means a lot, but her goal was set to become the all-time leading scorer. Originally first started last year. She scored 55 points in a game and found out that she missed the single game record by 1. And it was 53, and she missed it by 2. Sorry. And she's like, darn it. And so kind of from there going forward, it kind of opened all of our eyes of what she's capable of doing. And she set out this summer putting in work that I haven't seen in a long time. And, gym, probably 4 to 6 hours a day outside of school hours, countless shots up every single day, and just trying to learn and be better. Teya has a lot of history not in basketball. She used to be a dancer. She used to dance for Ballet West. And I think that's kind of helped her in her basketball career. Just being soft and with the finesse. She is well deserving of a lot, and so she just kind of put this in her mind, and every game from the beginning of the season, she's just always tried to it's not about Teya, but just tried to make her team better. And she's almost averaged a triple-double, and triple-double with the steals, not assists. So she got points, rebound, and steals, and that kind of gives you an idea of what she does on the basketball court without even seeing her. And so the 2,000 point mark was huge, I think, but we didn't really celebrate it, because she had a bigger goal in mind.
Now, didn't she eventually break the single game scoring record?
She did this year. Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So the hard work pays off, right?
She actually, unfortunately I shouldn't say unfortunately, that's kind of a bad word too, but she beat the single game record against the same team she beat the all-time record against.
Oh, wow.
Different games, too.
So your team's undefeated undefeated. And how many more regular season games do you have, if any?
Done, right?
We're done with regular season. Okay. We're actually starting we got a bye for the first round, so we start our playoff run for the second round this Friday against our Catholic rival down the way, Juan Diego.
Okay. And you are in section 3A or class 3A there, which is about, so that means your school's about a mid-range in population there?
Yes, sir.
In attendance? Yes, and who are your main rivals, you think, your main competition going to be?
We love to compete against everybody, but, we have a great competition against Morgan, Grantsville. In our region, of course, it's our Catholic sister school down the road, Juan Diego. And then, there's a newcomer that came up this year that has a pretty competitive team in Layton Christian Academy. Those are the ones we've kind of battled over the last few years. Richfield is coming up in the strength. They're actually ranked second in the state, right? Not in the state, in 3A, right below us. So they'll be pretty competitive. But it's 3A is an interesting classification. We have a lot of schools that can, a lot of us have beat 4A, 5A, 6A schools, but then also have, unfortunately, kind of turned their wheel a little bit and kind of had some struggles against some of our 3A opponents. So it's a weird classification. It's hard to read a little bit.
So do you have a tournament of champions there by any chance after all the classes are finished?
No, I wish.
Yeah.
Because last year, unfortunately, we fell a little short last year, but we beat the 3A, 4A, and 5A state champs last year.
Okay. How long have you been coaching at this school, Mr. Pike?
Head coach, this is my fourth year being head coach, but I've been here off and on since 2001 as far as the girls' basketball program goes.
All right. And tell me something about your coach. What does he bring to the table? What does he mean to you there?
Yeah, he's obviously the reason, if not the only reason, we're doing so well. He just really brings out the best in players and teaches us to love the process, which is important because we're allowed to, we have to focus and dial in practice, but also he's teaching us to enjoy it, which is why we've been so successful, I think.
So your coach mentioned that you put in a lot of extra hours, and I guess what a lot of people don't understand is that people are successful. I mean, you take some natural ability, but you have to use it and you have to nurture it and work on it and build on that foundation. So talk a little bit about your preparation for a game, your practice, what you do during the week to help yourself get better.
Yeah, so I make sure to get shots up every single day outside of practice. Last year, I think I'm actually grateful for the quarantine period and all of that because I was really able to spend extra time in the gym, and I kind of have just carried that with me after quarantine and all of that period. Last year, I would come to school at like 6 a.m. before student council, and then so shoot for an hour and then go to student council and go to school. And this year I don't go in the mornings anymore, and I just go up to like my rec center after practices or after I'm finished with homework.
Yeah, so you're dedicated to your craft. And how many of those 2,400 points have come via the way of dunk?
None of them yet. That's my next goal.
Okay.
she works. She's getting pretty close. I mean, she gets her hand on the rim a lot and stuff. But if we can get her a couple more inches here in the next couple months before she goes up the street to the University of Utah, we might be able to see it in her college debut.
So you also averaging roughly 13 rebounds a game. So you have an all-around game there. You have a bunch of assists as well. Where do I have that there? A couple assists a game, averaging 5 steals a game too. So you play defense just as well as offense. but you're not the only person on the team. Why don't you mention names of some other players who have helped you on the court and help your team get to that 22-0 mark here so far?
Oh, all of them really, and the other starters are Marika, Audior, Chloe, Maya, Engwao, Naya, Esther. They're those everybody's sisters on the team, but really I think it's important to recognize like just how valuable every single person on the team is, because our bench energy, everything, like everybody contributes so much in so many different ways, and one role isn't greater than another. Like we're all needed, and I think without one person on the team, we wouldn't be as successful as we are. So
one of the things I like to ask teams that are having a bunch of success is that we realize that there's a culture involved with a successful program, because you become brothers, sisters, family, and all that people from the outside can't really understand because they're not part of it. And they could be traditions, rituals, superstitions, anything like that that you do on a regular basis. Maybe you think they give you good luck, they're bonding tools, whatever it might be. Can you talk about anything that like that about you and your team?
Yeah, we always are very energetic before the games, on the bus. We're singing even though we are not good singers. We also just not all of us are religious, but we pray before the games, and that kind of centers our minds, and we do that before every game and after every game. So those are some things we do.
All right. So beyond the scoring records that you had there, can you name a highlight or two from your career that stands out to you?
Oh gosh. My sophomore year, we lost in state by 1 point at Salt Lake Community College, and that wasn't I guess it's a highlight because it really was a learning experience. Would not recommend losing in state by 1 point. But again, like even though we lost, that competitive nature, that's all about what the game is about. And I don't know, all of the memories with the team you make like before games and after games, I know I'll carry those with me for the rest of my life. So
all right, well, fill in any blanks there for me, Coach. I know she's got to get back to her next class here pretty soon. So
Teya is she's an incredible kid, well deserving of a lot of things. She carries herself well. She has like a 4.5 GPA. Whoa. So she's not only good on the court, she's good in the classroom. And as you see, she's humble. Mm-hmm. She's real. She takes care of her people, and she really honestly loves you. She has a special place in my heart because, not only do I get a chance to coach her, but she's family almost. And she is family. I was lucky enough, I taught her how to drive and all kinds of sorts of stuff. So, cool. We have a special bond, not only on the court, but off the court. And, to be honest with you, I just want to tell her thank you, because again, it's not every day that a coach gets somebody like her, and not only just like her, but just a people person. She just loved to be around. She's always giggly and, stuff like that. Sometimes even in the moments where she's not supposed to be giggly, she's giggly, but that's just who she is. And it's calming. It's nice. It brings something special to the program. And, she is leaving Judge Memorial better than what it was when she first came in here. And, not a lot of people can say that. So I thank her for that.
Yeah, that's a wonderful compliment. Yeah. So I can see why you are all very successful there. And so, as mentioned, you do have to get to your next class. I want to thank you for stopping by here, making time. I wish you the best of luck in the upcoming state tournament there, and I will follow you to make sure that you are continuing your success. I'm sure that you will. And so please just wave goodbye to those that are watching here. I appreciate it. Josh Pike, the head coach of Judge Memorial girls basketball team, and one of his star players, Teya Sidberry, who is the all-time leading scorer in Utah girls high school basketball and boys high school basketball history. That is fantastic. From my adopted home state of Utah. Hang tight there. I am going to say goodbye to the stream here and then say goodbye to you off air. So hang tight right there. All right. That was exciting. Good kid. Good coach. I like them. Wishing them luck. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this has been brought to you by me, Marshal Manlove, stage hypnotist. If you would like a funny, interesting, and memorable show, please visit my website at marshalmanlove.com for all the information you need to know. And then bring me out. We'll have a good time. We'll have a lot of laughs, make a lot of memories. We can talk about sports, too. All right? So, again, I am Marshal Manlove, and now I'm gone. Have a good day.